Angels have always been seen as the most spiritual, magical beings. Most of us believe them to fly above in the heavenly skies, and hoping to catch a sight of them seems nearly impossible. But what if it isn't? Earth Angel, bringing the light and love of the higher spiritual realms into physical reality. Hello and welcome to Earth Angel, established 1990. Guys, this is my first YouTube video. Woo! I'm so glad you all decided to click on this video and see what it's about. So today we're going to be talking about you versus them. That's right, you versus your person. I thought this would be a great video to start off with because love readings are so popular, and I feel like you versus them gives in-depth and details of where you're standing at, where your person's standing at. And so instead of next actions, I decided, what did you all need to work on individually to heal, to progress this connection? So this one is a pretty steep and long reading, but I hope you all will stick it out with me because, like I said, I try to go super in depth and give some clarity, some understanding, and start some healing. So what I want you to do is just take a moment, take a deep breath in and out, really try to center and focus out of the three images that I have on the screen. And I want you to intuitively pick which one you're drawn to so you can get the correct message. If you click one and you kind of feel like this is not relating to me, definitely feel free to come back and pick another group. I want to put this out there. This is a general reading, so every detail will not specifically be for you. Like we tarot readers always say, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Okay, guys? Right now, I'm not doing private readings. I want to work on strengthening my tarot and oracle readings before I really feel comfortable to start offering prices. You can read my bio to find out a little bit more about me and how long I've been doing this. And this is why I just want to wait a little bit. But definitely, I hope you enjoy this reading. Like, comment, give me some feedback. Let me know what I need to work on, okay? Because I love feedback, as long as it's constructive. Any tips, anything that you feel like, yes, you hit this right out the park, or so I definitely welcome it. So without further ado, once you feel comfortable, go on to your pal. Bye, guys. Hello, group one. As I stated in the intro, we are doing a you versus your person. So we're going to start with using my classic movie love oracles to get an overall energy, and we're going to transition to head, heart space, and instead of next action, we're going to say, what do you need to work on to heal this connection, improve this connection, reconcile this connection, okay? So how I'm going to do it, I'm going to start with what your energies are and then your person's, okay? But again, this is based off energy, so if you feel more connected to the other person's energy, you're going to flip-flop it, whatever, to make sense to you. But starting off, this is going to be your overall energy towards this connection. Okay, so you have a classic right here. You have Gone with the Wind, Clark Gable, and this is his famous line, his iconic line, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Okay, so it can mean different things. It can mean that you're kind of over this connection, but like I said, because I'm trying to do energies, if it's like the divine masculine watching this, it may be that you're over this connection. If it's a divine feminine, especially because I'm seeing Esther Smith, meet me in St. Louis. The moment I saw him smile, I knew he was just my style. If it's a divine feminine, you might be having your aha moment, because with this line, this is when Scarlett O'Hara finally had the realization that Rhett was her divine counterpart, and anyone who has any experience or done research on the twin flame kind of journey knows it's not an easy one. And so, I think Rhett did a hell of a job of trying for years to show and demonstrate how much he really cared about her. Because really, before Scarlett, Rhett was like, I'll probably say like a Knight of Wands, very playerish kind of energy, like not thinking about commitment. And when he found his divine counterpart in Scarlett, she was the only one that made him say, oh, this is somebody I can settle down with, and really got him an idea of what is that? Of a relationship, of a committed relationship. So, you pick which vibe you're going with. It's either you're at a point of I'm done with this connection, right? Or you're at the part where you're having this realization about the deepness of this connection. And I'm going to see as we go into the cards. And like I said, seeing this card, whenever I see this, I always think this is like a connection that maybe started off young, because they were in high school. So this can be high school sweethearts, a young, or maybe you all were, a little immature, a little unsure. And I'm gonna see as this goes whether or not I feel like this is a connection that's in separation on that. But maybe you all didn't understand in the beginning the intensity of this connection. Like that's what I was saying with Scarlett. Maybe it's like a aha kind of moment, like you're just now realizing, wow, this person is exactly what I've been looking for. I've been trying to fight it. I've been looking elsewhere for it. But, a lot of times your twin flame, your divine counterpart, your soulmate may, not be what you expect, So, now I'm going to show your person. Again, like I said, you can feel free to switch the energies to it. But let's see with your person. Okay. Another classic right here. This is Carmen Jones. This is one of my favorite. Carmen Jones, oh my goodness, y'all. In this movie, she has so many like one-liners that were just like pow, like pow. And this is one of my favorites. You just keep a light burning in the window, boy. Now, this quote was, when Carmen Jones, again, this is somebody, and that's what I'm seeing the pattern. So maybe you or your person. Carmen Jones wasn't like a monogamous kind of person. She was a seductress. Just like Clark was kind of like a player kind of energy, a smooth person. So again, maybe you and or your person was kind of in that energy, wasn't expecting to fall or find this in one another. And with this line and this scene, Carmen was basically like getting frustrated, even though she put Joe in the predicament he was, that he went AWOL with the military. He was hiding. He went out of state on probation. Even though she put him, she was just frustrated. She felt like her life was passing her by. The love that she had for him, she was starting to see he was trying to be possessive, controlling. And they gave me like a cat, She didn't want to be controlled. And then here come another guy who was, more financially stable. She didn't have that love for him, but she just was bored. And so this was her at that moment saying, okay, I'm going to leave this connection. So if you all are not separated and maybe leading to that point, maybe it's still some shadow work that needs to be done with you all realizing the depth of this connection. And then for the bottom of the deck for your person, you have a favorite of mine, the long hot summer, summertime. But you are barking up the wrong girl, Mr. Quick. So again, if this is, and then here we go with player energy. So that's what I'm feeling like. One or both of you all were not really interested in a monogamous kind of connection. And she wasn't a player, but she wasn't looking for a committed kind of relationship. And when Ben Quick came to Claire, he was like this smooth talker, drifter kind of energy, and Claire wasn't having any of that. She spotted the bullshit a mile away. And even though she was charming, because of course y'all know, if you don't know, look it up. Paul Newman was so fine, and I'm talking about before the damn salad dressing. And even on the salad dressing, that man looks good. But yeah, so of course she was charming. He was an attractive guy, but she saw a lot of similarities in her father with him. So, maybe the divine feminine is seeing a lot of characteristics of her father and her divine masculine, things of that nature. But, again, they weren't expecting to fall for each other, and then they end up find out that they were each other's divine counterpart. They were opposites, but it worked. So that's what I'm getting the overall energy for you and your person. I feel like one or both of you all were not looking for a commitment, and maybe maybe you all need this tower moment, or maybe you all are going through a tower moment to realize you're fighting the inevitable. This is your divine counterpart. But we're going to move on into the cards so I can get a more clear understanding. So now we're going to move into headspace. Okay, Power One. So now we're going to get into your headspace when it relates to your person in this connection, okay? You have translucence, love the darkness, okay? But this is in the reverse. This card is supposed to be a representation of the Fool in the traditional tarot deck. So what this lets me know is, maybe, and I'm saying a pause, maybe you all are currently separated and you're not kind of ready to take that leap of faith, because if you look at this picture, this woman just seems free, happy, one with the bird. And the bird is about to soar, take flight. And for this being in the reverse, Power One, I feel like you're not ready yet. Maybe, again, like I said, we saw with the previous cards of the energy of, maybe initially not wanting to be in a monogamous kind of connection, player energy. Maybe your person was in player energy, maybe with a little immaturity, because we also saw why did I have like a brain fart? I'm so sorry. That's not mommy brain, but I'm sorry, y'all. We also saw Meet Me in St. Louis. And again, that was a young love. So again, maybe, it was some immaturity on your person's part, maybe a player energy. And so now I feel group one, it's like you're guarded with it, okay? Because we have approach, pause on your journey, and they said this is supposed to represent the Tower card in the traditional tarot deck, but you have that in the reverse. And it looks like the body is coming apart, and that's what the tower is. It's like a crumbling, but it's a crumbling because after the dust settles, it's supposed to be this fresh beginning. And I feel like, you are mentally blocking it. You're not really, and maybe it might be also one or both of you all are not really trying to work on that shadow work to get it done, and that's blocking this dust settling. It's like maybe you all are both still kind of in this destructive energy, and then not allowing it to fully fall apart, let the dust settle, and move forward. And I'm sorry for pause. I'm just really trying to get the energy of the cards. You have Hex, and it says, be still, allow the enemy to reveal themselves. And you have this in the reverse, and also I'm getting like the Rams, so it kind of makes me think of like Aries, Temper, because I was just watching like the superhero girls with my daughters, and the last couple episodes they were talking about the god Aries, and he had an extreme temper, right? And I think this card upright is saying, hey, put your defenses down and listen to the other person's side. And it's your person has you as clear, because I'm taking it as your person is being quick and you're coming across as clear with this. And I feel like Pile 1, I think it's just you're so guarded. You may be coming across very aggressive. Very aggressive, shutting your person down. Probably like a king, queen, swords kind of energy in the reverse, since this is like in the reverse. And like I said, it's making me think of Aries. So I feel like how on your headspace is guarded and defensive right now, But despite all that, you're not ready to take that leap of faith, preventing this tower moment from happening, obstacles, whatever. I think a part of you truly actually wants to, let go of the past. Now, is it letting go of the past and moving forward with your person? I'm not quite sure. I'm going to see what your heart space. Maybe it's letting go of this connection so you can move forward. Or maybe it's letting go of you all's past energy so you all can move forward. Because like I said, with those cards, I definitely feel like you all are divine counterparts. You all reflect each other. You all, probably a lot of sparring sessions. I always call that like those sparring moments, because with the swords, it's like poof, 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 poof. And and I think that's one thing that attracts you to your person to you, because it's like equal playing field. So I'm not quite sure yet if you're ready to just let go of this relationship and move forward, or despite all this guard and fear and defensiveness, you do want to have this tower moment, let the dust settle, and actually move forward with the connection. So now we're going to move into your person's headspace towards you in this connection. Okay, Pile 1. So this is going to be your person's current headspace when it relates to you in this connection. Once again, if you feel like you are more inclined or feel more in sync with this energy, just flip it as you see fit. We have tangibility in the reverse, and it says make your dreams real. Okay, what I notice anytime I see birds on cards, one, because I feel my spirit guide is a bird. I feel birds are very spiritual creatures. Again, they like fly the highest towards the heavens. So I feel like Spirit is really speaking to your person, trying to help guide your person towards you. But with this being in the reverse, I feel like your person is not really listening or not really trusting in it. I feel like, Pawan, you may be your person's dream person, because again, I'm picking up with the Rat Butler, even though Rat was the card for you. Rat Butler he idolized Scarlett. She was his dream. She was the one that made him say, okay, I can be in a monogamous committed connection. And I feel like you are your person's wish fulfillment. But maybe right now they're questioning, well, is he or she my wish fulfillment? Can my dream really come true? Can I have it all? Because what I can tell with these different characters of my classic movie love oracles, is this is a very testing, trying connection. Okay, it's very strong personalities, both with you and your person. So when two strong personalities collide, that can cause a lot of arguments, tension, and that's when boundaries have to be set up. That's when understanding, compassion needs to be put in. And so maybe because we see with you, Pawan, I'm gonna get that card while I'm talking about it so you can see which card I'm speaking of. So remember, we had Hex, right? And I feel like, and it was in the reverse. So I feel like you are kind of in that Queen/King Swords energy in the reverse. And this is really, intimidating your person and making your person doubt if this can work, okay? And then you see like the eyes are covered, speaking. So when I see this card, I always say it's like, I'm telling you what you want to hear. I'm only telling you but so much, because I'm not truly revealing myself, because the eyes are covered and it's just like the lips are revealed. Okay, we have detox in the reverse. Cleanse and restore yourself. This may be your person may suffer with substance abuse. Maybe they're drinking alcohol to deal with the heaviness of this connection. But again, to me, it's like a mirror of that Tower card that you had. It's just you all both need to take some time apart to work on that shadow work. Okay? To work on that shadow work. And figure out how to meet each other halfway. Okay, because like I said, I just see it's very strong personalities, and with strong personalities, that can make it can make a very passionate. So I definitely feel like it's a very strong, passionate connection, but it can make it very trying at times. And I think that's why Spirit is intervening if the Tower moment hasn't happened, or if it has happened, for you all to kind of, go back to your corners, like in a boxing ring, like go back to your corners, work on self, and come back instead of, I'm thinking a good time. The line with Valona when she was talking to James in Florida for their anniversary, she was like, go back to your corners, put on that robe, and come back out lovers. And so that's what I feel like. It's like right now y'all fighting, but y'all need to go in them corners, work on self, and then come back swinging as lovers. That sounds so great. Not swinging, but coming back as lovers. Okay. Then you have Marak, embrace oneness with the universe, okay? And this is in the reverse. This card speaks of, it kind of gives me the vibe of like not being satisfied, wanting more, in this desperate attempt in this race to get more, not really realizing and being grateful, having gratitude for what you have. And so again, that's what I'm thinking If the tower moment hasn't happened, it slowly is, and your person is coming to the realization of, and maybe, yeah, it's taking me back with Gone with the Wind. Like I said, with Scarlett O'Hara. Scarlett O'Hara was having eyes for, I can't think of the other guy, but she had eyes for the other guy. I mean, Rhett Butler was there, just showing her all the love, compassion, meeting her with the same energy, charm, attractive guy, but she wasn't satisfied. She just kept longing over the other male character. And it wasn't until the end, when she had that aha moment, that she realized that, hey, what I've been looking for, it's been here all along. But at that time, Rhett Butler was like, it's a wrap, and was moving forward. And I feel like that's your person. Your person is coming in terms like, okay, what I want, it's not out there. I don't have to go out and look. It's right here with me, and starting to have, appreciation for you. And then we have sacrifice. What can you let go of? So as you see, it looks like this woman is going deeper, being submerged into the ground. Okay? So I feel like your person right now is getting grounded. I feel like your person is having like an ego death. Okay? Letting go of that stuff, because it says, what can you let go of? Letting go of like that Seven of Swords energy, getting one with themselves, with their emotions, and really having appreciation and value for this connection. Okay? So now, Padawan, we're going to go into your heart space and your person's heart space. Okay, Padawan, looking at this heart space, my energy I'm getting with you is like the Rhett Butler's energy. I'm starting to think like, you tried so hard and for so long to kind of like prove yourself to this person, like, hey, this is me, I'm your counterpart. And I think, your person took too long, and I feel like you all are in this energy of, just trying to move forward. You have Kamala, she who emerges, enlightenment, mindfulness, rise up. This is in the reverse. I just feel like you at this moment are not open to receiving anything when it relates to this connection. I think you're still in the place of hurt, right? Because here, what I'm noticing with this is like, one, she's like in this water, and it's like she's coming out of this water, and then it's like this one little flower blooming on a tree. And so I feel like you still have some shadow work. I think you are still kind of like in the Ten of Swords, Three of Swords kind of energy. And I think you're not really ready to come out of that and be optimistic about the future with this connection. I think right now you're just trying to find some inner peace, because you have Blanche, she who brings the light, serenity, beacon. And that's what I said. I feel like right now you all are in like the dark shadows, and you're trying to find your way out of it. You're trying to find your peace. You're trying to go within, maybe in the hermit mode as well. Just trying to get a better, clear understanding of how to move forward. You have Eterna, she who becomes, metamorphosis, transcend, journey in the reverse. Again, that's what I'm saying. I just feel like you all are not ready to you can't give anything to this person right now with your heart, because you still have a lot of deep shadow work to work on, to a lot of healing left to do. I feel like Pile One, you all are still in that cocoon right now. You're not ready to blossom into this beautiful butterfly right now, because upright you see it's like her heart is like open, and it looks like some stuff is coming from her heart. You know, it's like, again, it looks like this water, like she's kind of like coming out the water. She's like illuminated. And I just feel like right now, Pile One, you're not in that energy. And then you have Valencia, she who stands resolute, implaceable, determined. That's in the reverse. So that's just letting me know, you know, I don't think you're being too optimistic, or, you know, at this point in time, you're not thinking about moving forward with this connection. I think you still have a lot of healing left to do. So we're going to go into what is your person's heart space when it relates to you. Okay, Pile One, this is going to be your person's heart space. I'm definitely now, like I said, I had to see all the stuff be put together. I'm definitely now feeling like your person did not truly grasp the deepness of this connection. I feel like, you know, it was like chaser energy, because that's definitely was the case with Carmen Jones as well as with Gone with the Wind. I think initially you were like the chaser energy, trying to say, hey, I love you, blah, 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 like we are divine counterparts. Of course, he probably didn't say it like that, where your person was more of a, oh, no, I'm looking for something else. And I really feel like now they are getting in that energy. I definitely feel like this could be, this could be a twin flame soulmate connection. You know, I think y'all definitely are about to, if you haven't, which I think y'all have, entered like that separation period to work on healing and to reconcile for the long haul. Let's get into the cards though. Y'all, I apologize ahead of time for butchering these names, but I'm going to try. It looks like it said Trente. She who enfolds, swathes, embrace, self-care. That's in the reverse. And again, we have the bird again. So whenever I see a bird, I definitely feel like that is the angel spirit really trying to help your person realize about the depth of this connection. I think right now your person is not, you know, fully committed to handling that shadow aspect. Maybe still in a little bit of denial. Maybe not fully embracing the depths of this connection, you know. And I feel like this bird is representing you all spiritual team really trying to help guide your person into realizing the depth of your connection. Really work on the healing process. You have Hannah, she who listens, understanding, witness, compassion. So I feel like in the heart space, your person is really coming to terms that they were not very understanding. They weren't very compassionate. They didn't really hear you out when you were expressing how you feel. So now the roles have reversed, and it's like you done kind of shut down, and now your person is having this light moment, you know, this light bulb moment and realization and understanding of their flaws, of how they messed up in this connection. Because you see, as she's holding her heart, like, wow, really? It's like they're really getting a chance to evaluate themselves. Like, really, I can't believe like I was cold and heartless, or whatever the case may be, towards group one. Then you have Alice, wish desires, hope, she who grants wishes. So your person definitely sees you as a wish fulfillment, okay? And I think we saw with you that you saw them as that, but I'm not quite sure. But your person is definitely coming to terms that you are a wish fulfillment, and that's what I'm saying. That is the repetitive pattern throughout your reading with Carmen Jones, with Gone with the Wind, especially with Gone with the Wind, with this realization that everything they hope for, wish for, they have found with you. And whenever I see this card, I always say it makes me think of Maleficent. I don't know, I guess it's the purple, because Maleficent was purple and green. But it makes me think of Maleficent with the in the real, why I'm saying the real, in the live. I'm extremely tired. So I feel like both of you all are like at this point of, I'm just so tired. This relationship is so draining. It's taking so much energy. And I think that's why Power One, you're like, is it even worth it? And I definitely think it is. I definitely feel like this is a divine counterpart. But like I said, with the Maleficent, in the live version, you know, before he became the king, they were like little young kids who definitely fell in love, but his greed for more. So I feel like that was your person, player energy, maybe work. This greed for more, not really accepting and realizing and having gratitude for what they had with you. He took her wings in order to progress. And, you know, that broke her. And that's what made Maleficent, because we realized, or we discover in the alive version, she was a happy-go-lucky fairy. And heartbreak is what made her become cold. And I think, Power One, that's why you're in that cold energy, because your person took your wings and it broke you. And I think now they're coming to realization that you are everything they wanted. They didn't have to hurt you. They shouldn't have hurt you. And the bottom of the deck energy, you have she who surprises, bride, surprise, discovery, revelation. So, and you see the butterflies. I feel like your person is watching you from afar and finding the strength and courage to come out. And I feel like, because it's making me think of like a stage, like a performance, they know they're going to have to really do something over the top to really show you how much you mean to them. And with the butterflies we saw with you, you had metamorphosis, but it was in the reverse. That's when I say your person is changing and coming to terms to what it is and having a little bit more compassion. Having compassion, accepting where they messed up at. So I feel like they're definitely on a self-discovery journey. And I feel like with the surprise, they're going to do some over-the-top gesture to win you back, you know, because they're having so many revelations. So we're going to end with, what do you need to work on to heal this connection? And what does your person need to work on? Okay, group one. So what do you need to work on to heal this connection? Okay, you have change in the reverse. Again, this is making me think of the Tower moment. So I feel like what your spiritual team is really telling you, okay, is, because I'm seeing the red, you have to let this anger go, group one. You have to let this pain go. You have to, instead of fearing this Tower moment, okay, fearing really diving deep within that emotion, okay, you have to embrace it. You have to embrace this change. But like I said, when I think of thunder and lightning, I think of anger, because I always tell my daughter when it's like really thunder and lightning, I'm like, the Lord is angry right now. He has to let this out. Because, you know, if you get frustrated, even the Lord, I'm pretty sure, gets frustrated with us, with our actions. And that's what I feel like with you. It's like you're so hurt and frustrated with the actions of your person, frustrated with all the time invested and them not appreciating. And I feel like Spirit is saying you got to let that go. You have to let that go. You putting too much strain on you, trying to push, you pushing unnecessary baggage, you know? You have acceptance in the reverse. So, this is definitely your divine counterpart. You can deny all you want, Power One. This is your divine counterpart. It's like you have to let go of this pain and to accept. Now, when I say accept, you know, again, this is, you have to make the final call. It's not set in stone that you have to be with your divine counterpart. You can settle for a soulmate, okay? But I think your spiritual team is really saying, and again, I see all these birds. So I really feel like this is a spiritual connection, and your spiritual team is really saying, hey, let your guards down. I know you hurt, but it's for a higher purpose. And that's what I have to, me personally, I have went through on my own twin flame journey, is you have to realize everything you went through is for a higher purpose, you know, and it may be something to do with your mission in life. You may supposed to go through this pain so you can be able to help other people overcome the hurdle that, you know, you are currently experiencing. But I definitely feel like this is a divine connection. I'm seeing, yeah, the birds. I thought that was some butterflies, but it's like birds, and it kind of look like some leaves. So, you know, like a change, you know. I definitely feel like a change is coming within this tower moment. And then you have protection, but it's in a reverse. So I feel like, Pawan, you are just very, you see how she is like curled up, kind of like in the fetal position, like in, so it may be some childhood wounds that you're dealing with, because it's kind of like a mama bird taking. So maybe for my divine feminist, even with my divine masculine, maybe it's something that stemmed from maternal issues. It's like you've been hurt and you're just so guarded, and you just don't feel protected. You don't feel like anyone has your back. And I feel like your spiritual team is saying you are protected, you are loved. They will carry you and be able to help you overcome any issues that you go through. You have pleasure, but it's in the reverse, okay? And you see how it's like she's illuminating, like she's just letting all this light and love and joy, and it's like she's happy receiving all that. And I feel like that's what your spiritual team is saying, you know, don't block it. You deserve to be loved. You deserve love. You need to go and through your metamorphosis, okay? You see the butterflies again, and then the blue butterflies, very spiritual, good luck. So I do believe this connection can be revived, Power One. I just feel like you have to be a little bit more open to receive this love, feeling more protected and guarded with your spiritual team, okay? This connection is definitely protected by a higher realm. Then you have action, but you had it in the reverse. Again, it's just these two cards. Power One, that your spiritual team really just wants you to be happy, to get in touch with your divine feminine, you know, the flow, the freedom. And then it looks like a flower fully blossom, just happy, joy, just let it out, you know. Stop being so guarded, Power One. I understand, trust me, it is very hard to get through heart pain. But I think your spiritual team is saying you have to work on trust, okay? You have to work on trust and allow them to work through you and with you to get you to that state of happiness and bliss. So now let's see, what does your person need to work on to heal this connection. Okay, so what does your person need to work on to heal this connection. You have blossoming. Okay. So, like I said, I just feel like your person right now needs to continue working on this shadow work and really growing, developing so he or she can fully blossom into the partner that you rightfully deserve. Okay. And then music may be a thing. Okay. So maybe you all might be sending each other messages through music. Maybe your person is a musician or does something with the music industry. But yeah, I think this is pretty clear that they need to continue working on self love, care, dealing with that shadow work on their own so they can fully blossom. Okay. We have gratitude. Okay. So I feel like your person really needs to, work on appreciation for you, for this connection. Now I'm seeing this look like an older hand. Okay. So this person as well may struggle with parent issues, or maybe they have a bond with their grandmother, because this really makes me think of like an elderly person's hand. So maybe it's some ties with a grandmother. You or your person has a close relationship with their grandmother. Maybe he or she, I said he or she, because it could be a grandfather too, but I'm thinking more of a grandmother, and maybe she's passed and watching you from afar. I feel like this definitely is like an angel or spiritual God watching this relationship from afar. Okay, so that's why I'm thinking maybe, you or your person may have some ties with your grandmother, and maybe this is a reflection that she is watching from afar and helping with this reconciliation, helping with this gratitude and appreciation for this connection. I definitely think this is a spiritually divine connection for sure. Because we also have peace. I feel like that's what your person is currently working on, finding their peace, going within. The light is going off in their head, but seeing all these lights around this person definitely, I'm like fumbling and mumbling. So I feel like maybe that's your person. They're trying to get their words together to come towards you. But I definitely feel like this is a divinely protected connection, and you all are both getting guided to how to properly heal and move forward with this connection. And then you have assessing. So I feel like right now your person is just watching from afar, trying to get an understanding towards you, understanding of your vibe, of your energy. But with this hot air balloon, it makes me think of the Wizard of Oz. So, and I'm thinking of the end scene when he forgets Dorothy and he makes his way back to Kansas. So I feel, and that's what Dorothy was trying to do, trying to make her way back to Kansas. So I feel like your person right now is assessing, and I think your spiritual team is saying they need to make action, not keep looking from afar, but actually make action towards you, showing you how grateful they are for this connection. But Power One, that's pretty much the energy that I am getting with this connection. This connection is very heavy. It's very tiresome because I'm really feeling like drained. I'm definitely feeling at a loss of words, and I feel like that could be really your person's energy right now. But I hope this reading brought you some clarity, some understanding, some peace. Bye. Hi, Pop 2. So today we're doing a you versus your person. We're going to start off using my classic movie love oracles to get an idea of the energy of you and your person. And then we're going to transition towards your headspace, your person's headspace, your heart space, your person's heart space, what you need to work on to heal or improve this connection, what they need to work on to heal or improve this connection. Again, I'm saying this, I'm starting off with your energy. For each one, I'm going to start off with your energy. But if you feel more inclined to the other energy, definitely feel free to reverse it. Okay? So let's get into your energy. Okay? So you have started off, this is one of my favorite movies. Okay? It happened one night. And so what this lets me know about this energy is you both have strong personalities, and I call it like sparring, the love sparring. And so you all may be divine counterparts, or at least soulmate connections, because like I said, with the love sparring, that means whatever your person dishes out, you could throw it back. Whatever you throw out, your person can throw back. So with this, it lets me know maybe that you both come from two different backgrounds. Maybe two outsiders, your connection doesn't make sense because of the two different backgrounds you come from. Okay. But it's definitely a deep love. I believe that it can be challenging at times. And maybe for the divine feminine, your divine masculine has a tendency with hot and cold energy. Because Rhett Butler's character, I can't think of his name right now, but I said Rhett Butler. Clark Gable. I'm sorry about one that Gone with the Wind. Clark Gable's character definitely had a hot and cold energy. One minute he'll be snapping, the next minute he'll be sweet to her. So, you know, that may be, if you're a divine feminine looking, that may be challenging for you at times. If you're a divine masculine, maybe sometimes you feel like your divine feminine is a little spoiled, a little precocious, because, you know, that's something that Clark Gable's character dealt with Ellie. So this energy right now is telling me it's definitely deep love. It definitely might be a divine counterpart, and there's definitely a lot of love sparring going on. Okay, and then for the bottom of the deck, you had Patch Adams. I love you without knowing how, why, or even from where. Again, this is deep love. Like I said, I feel maybe one person is guarded in this connection. Like in this one, it was the divine masculine. He was more guarded, more closed off to the idea of having a connection with her. And in this movie, it was the divine feminine. So maybe one or both of you all are a little guarded. But it's definitely a lot of deep love. A lot of love, a lot of trying to love past the pain, trying to get your person to put their guards down, or maybe your person trying to love you to put your guards down. But with this coming up with your energy towards it, you know, maybe it is you trying to, you know, get your person to open up and put their guards down. So let's go into what is your person's current energy. A favorite of mine is Mahogany, and I have the iconic line from the movie on the back of the car: success is nothing without someone you love to share it with. So again, that's why I definitely sensing these are, you know, you all might be divine counterpart, because they both were equally hardworking, both passionate about their career. Starting off, the divine feminine put her dreams on hold in order to help support the divine masculine, making his dreams a reality. But when success came knocking her door, she finally took that opportunity. It hurt the divine masculine, but they got back together. But you know, the divine feminine changed a lot. The success got to her head, and that's why this line came, because it's like she was saying, oh, you're mad because I got to the finish line basically before you, because like I said, they both were working hard to achieve a goal, and that's why he said success means nothing without someone you love to share with. So your person's energy is maybe they are really invested in work, but it's like the work doesn't compensate for the love affection from you. You know, maybe they're coming to terms, or you know, becoming successful, getting into their element, but they're missing you. So maybe you're in separation. I'm not quite sure. We're gonna see as the cards proceed. And then you have classic romance. You have Titanic, Jack, and Rose. And it said you jump, I jump, Jack Dawson. Again, that's what I'm saying. You all may come from two different backgrounds. Okay. And maybe it might be some outside parties or outside influences kind of putting some roadblocks in this connection or trying to separate this connection. But this is definitely a passionate, loving connection. You know, this divine feminine, she was bored out of her mind with her life. Okay, she was contemplating committing suicide, and Jack, was off screen, and Jack stopped that, you know, and he brought out her fun, free-spirited side. So I definitely feel like this is a very passionate connection. It can be challenging at times because you both are very strong people, very cutthroat, blunt people. But I think you all both balance it out. So these are some nice cards to start with. So next we're going to transition to what's your headspace towards your person in this connection, and what's their headspace. Okay, group two. So looking at these cards, I done got the idea with your first set of cards. I feel like group two, you're the guarded person in this connection, okay? You're the one with the trust issues. You're the one a little leery, you know, not so quick to open your heart. You're the one who may be denying this connection, saying, oh, this connection is not going to work. We're from two different worlds, this, and that. So now looking in the headspace, that's the energy that I'm getting, because we have paradisical, you belong to paradise, okay? But it's in the reverse, okay? So that lets me know, group two, I feel like I'm getting heaven on earth. I'm getting that song, I'm channeling that song. I don't know who sings it, but I'm channeling Heaven on Earth song. So I feel like group two, you kind of feeling like this is too good to be true, you know? This is too good to be true, and you want to embrace it. But like I said with this, it gives me the effect of a flower, but it's kind of like not fully bloom, a little wilted. And then even though we can see some of the face is still like protected and guarded, the eyes are closed. And I feel like that is you right now, group two. You're a little leery of this. You know, I don't know if something is some childhood trauma. I don't know if it's pain from previous relationships. But I feel like your person makes you really happy, but you don't trust that you deserve this happiness, that this happiness is really at your grasp. You got oh my goodness, these names, I'm sorry ahead of time if I butcher these names. Please don't come for me. I want to say Noia, Unoia. Oh Lord, please with the names. Everything in perfect balance, okay? And you have that in the reverse. So I feel like things are a little off balance right now, and I think things are off balance right now because of your trust issues, okay? I feel like you want to love, because you see like it's this bird kind of like in the heart chest. I feel like you want to break free, okay? Let your heart out, put your emotions out, okay? But I just feel like you're just so guarded right now, Power 2. It's like, I just want to hug you, Power 2. I just feel like it's something from your past that has hurt you, and you want love, okay? But you're guarded. And then you have vertigo. Okay, whatever you choose will be correct. But this is in the reverse. Okay, When I think of vertigo, because my mom suffered with that, I think vertigo is feeling like, again, off balance, like feeling like you about to fall, like, and I feel like with this being in the reverse, you don't want to be off balance anymore. And then I think you have you're fearful of opening your heart, letting this person into you, and you making the wrong choice again. So I really think, my beautiful group 2, you didn't really suffer some pain from a previous relationship, some type of pain from your past, and I feel like you're tired of being off balance. You're tired of feeling like you're about to fall. And I just feel like you don't want to make the wrong choice again, okay? And then you have Nas. Feel loved and proud, okay? And again, this is what I'm saying, Pals 2. You want love. And I think you truly love this person, okay? But I just feel like Pals 2 is some layers to you. It's some pain from your past or something. Because you see how the hands aren't fully grasping the bird. It's very loose to allow the bird not to feel trapped, to break free. And again, we have that with this heart right here with the bird, okay? So group 2, I definitely feel like you all may be, spiritual people, because whenever I see birds, I definitely think of spirit. I definitely think of angels. So I definitely feel like it's some spiritual, it's giving me like high priestess kind of vibes. Maybe you have some good intuition, or, maybe you all are tarot readers, things like that nature. But I'm definitely feeling like, Pile 2, you definitely want to love. But you see how it's like all this dryness, this dead around, and then it's like this nice kind of lucid white around the bird. I just feel like you just been hurt in the past. You have this beautiful, bright heart full of love and passion, but you're kind of like scared of expressing that. Okay, so this is your headspace. Now we're going to go into your person's headspace. Okay, group 2. So again, like I stated before, if you feel more connected or inclined to this energy, reverse it how you see fit. But this is going to be your person's current headspace. So I'm definitely taking your person as the Jack Dawson in this connection. Your person is definitely, again, this is energies. This is not male, female. This can be because a female can take lead in a connection. So, and a male can take lead. So it's energies. But your person is a Jack Dawson, because we're seeing with your headspace, you're more guarded, and I think your person is more open and ready to take lead. Let's get into the cards. We have Epiphany. Okay, reveal your gifts. Again, that's why I was saying that spiritual. I was saying with the bird. So, and I definitely believe you all are divine counterparts. So it's definitely giving me high priestess, hierophant kind of energy. So Epiphany, I feel like your person realizes how deep this connection is. Okay, how deep? Because you see, it's like a deep cut here too. And then it's dripping gold, and I got pure gold, 24 karat gold. Their love for you is deep and pure. I feel like they have a realization of this connection and this potential more so than you right now, Paul, too. Okay, we have liberation, free yourself, but it's in the reverse. And when you see this can be like a bad thing, like feeling trapped. But with you, I think it's a good thing. I think and it falls under Epiphany. I think your person, I'm definitely getting Christina Aguilera bound to you. I'm definitely channeling bound to you. And I feel like this is your person. They don't want to be free from you. They realize it right now, even though you may not realize it. Power 2, they realize the depth of this connection. They know their love for you. They are bound to you, and they do not want to let you go, okay? And then you have Booho, transform. And I'm hoping y'all can see it because like the glare. transform the way you see, and then it kind of looks like, I don't know if it's like moths or butterflies putting over the eyes, or is it some type of flower. But I think your person right now, in their head, they're like, I have to get Pal 2 to see what I see. That's what they're working on. I have to get them to transform the way of thinking. I gotta get them to, again, we're gonna go back to that card, because if you see that movie of Patch Adams, she was so guarded, and Patch Adams was so patient, so loving. I feel like that is your person with you. They have to show you it's okay, it's safe for you to give them that your heart, that they love you deeply, solitude, alone but not lonely. So I feel like I'm not quite sure right now. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to keep seeing before y'all might be in a temporary separation, or this might speak of how they don't want to be alone. They don't want to be away from you, because you got the kind of bound to you energy. And so maybe their thought is like, I don't want to lose Pal 2. Like, it's such a deep love. It's like I cannot lose them. I'm bound to them. I'm not quite sure if I had it in a reverse or not, so I'm gonna put it there. I'm not quite sure, but I'm just reading off the energies. It's either, you all might temporarily be in separation. I'm so sorry, Pal 2. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. With the Titanic, it may be outside interferences, because it's like, it's so much trauma when I'm trying to record this. So maybe, it might be some family drama, because I feel like it's always some drama or chaos with my family whenever I'm trying to do these kind of recordings. So I feel like maybe this is a reflection with you all's relationship, because we do have Titanic, and Titanic, Rose's mother did not want them to be together. So we're gonna go back to your person's headspace again. My apologies. You have opulence. It's time to lead, and I feel like this is your person. They know that they have to take charge. Okay, they know they have to take charge and guide you. And when I say guide you, I don't want to insult you. Like, oh, what do you mean guide me? I think it's, again, helping you see the depth of this connection, to change your way, to change your guard. Because even with this, you see how it's like she's hiding behind these moths or whatever these creatures are. She's hiding behind it. And I feel like, but even then, your person has their mask on too. Okay, so I feel like your person is a little guarded too. And maybe their guard, I feel like with their guarded thing, because you have it with both of these, I think with their guarded thing is they feel like they love you more and deeper than you love them. They feel like you don't realize, like it's not hitting you like it's hitting them, how deep this connection is. And I feel like that's why they kind of treading lightly. They know they have to leave, but it's like losing you will cut them deeper than any other pain they experience. Because it kind of too look like, when you put your hands to the side, like you're trying to hide, like not show you crying and wipe that tear away. And that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up with your person in their headspace. So let's go forward with your heart space and your person's heart space. Okay, Pal 2, let's get into your heart space towards your person and the connection. Starting off, we have Jocelyn, she who persists. Perspective, defiant, persistent, but this is in the reverse. It may be some Mussolinas watching this, because I'm seeing like the hair wrap, and that's what it makes me think of. Again, I'm seeing a lot of spirituality in here. I'm definitely picking up you and your person, like High Priestess, High Priestess and Hierophant kind of energy. For this being in the reverse, I definitely feel like you all, are kind of at a loss with the perspective with this connection again because of not being able to trust it. And I feel like you're at a crossroad. Maybe it might be a temporary separation. Again, I haven't figured that out yet. But if it is a temporary situation, it may be because, your fears may be overwhelming on this person, and so maybe they decided to take a break, or you just are in your head projecting failure, so you just like, I ran away from it because I don't want to move forward, and you not sure if you all should move forward. I just feel like I really feel like Pile 2 is like the ball is in your court kind of energy. I feel like your person is taking your lead. And I feel like they just are very fearful because they have these deep love and emotions for you. They just are fearful of losing you. And I think you are still confused about what to do, where to go with this connection. But again, I definitely feel like it's deep love on you. And then it's so crazy, right, with Titanic? Now, tell me, doesn't it look like she's dropping like a necklace into the sea? And does the rose do that? Look at the synchronicities. Because it's like her heart is with Jack, and because Jack passed in the water, she leaves the heart of the ocean with him. You definitely, Pal, too. This is so cute. You definitely have deep love for your person. I just think you're scared, Pal, too. And you shouldn't be scared. I really think your person sincerely, deeply loves you, Pal, too. Like, they really love you and really feel like you are the one for them. And I think in a way you know that they are the one for you. And you see how like the water's like crashing up there or whatever, and it's just like, despite the challenges, it's like it's this deep love. It's this deep love. And I just feel like you definitely want to be liberated, okay? You definitely want your heart to roam free, Pal 2. You definitely want to give it to this person. Pal 2, let your guards down. Your person loves you. Your person loves you. And then we have, oh my goodness, these names. Manatili. She who remains powerful, devotion, true worth. It's in the reverse. Pal 2, I just want to hug y'all because I just feel like with love, you're guarded, and then you probably have insecurities. You probably doubt, your beauty, your power. Because look at this upright. This is like this is giving me a boss bitch type energy. You see how she is sitting on her throne upright, assertive, knowing herself. And I feel like this is what your spiritual team. And then you have the cat again. I'm telling y'all are very intuitive. I really feel like this is like my fellow tarot oracle card readers. Like, if you don't know, but you have a strong intuition, you definitely have some type of spiritual gifts. But I feel like y'all are just like really questioning yourself. You really probably beat yourselves up, Pal 2. I'm so sorry what transpired in your life to kind of have you in this like guarded kind of mentality, because y'all are beautiful. I definitely see like this deep love. I see this beauty, these cards. You're very beautiful, handsome, very beautiful heart. I just feel like you didn't got hurt or scarred in the past, and it's just really hard for you to open up. And then you have Manera. She who waits, patience, waiting, determination. And I feel like this is you with your person, Pal 2. You just really, it's like you in your heart, it's like, damn, I know I'm putting my person through it. I know I'm so guarded, but please just wait for me. And you see how it's like this illuminated butterfly, and that's you, like, just please wait for me. Please have patience. And look, 11:11. I'm seeing 11:11 on the clock. This is definitely a divine, highly spiritual, divine counterpart, twin flame connection. This is so beautiful. Like, I feel like I'm about to cry because I just feel like, oh, too, you just don't realize how fucking beautiful and or handsome you are. And it's just like, it's a lot of stuff with you, far as you're guarded, and you just really want your person to have some patience and understanding, for you to have your metamorphosis, for you to transform. This is such beautiful. It's like a mix of sadness but beautiful energy. So let's move into your person's heart space. How to, oh my goodness, you and your person are so freaking cute and adorable. It is a completely different energy from Paolo. Completely different energy. Okay, so starting off, you have Emily, she who questions curiosity, destiny, search. Again, your person. Your person knows you are their destiny, okay? And I feel like it's still a lot of curiosity behind this connection. And I feel like your person's a little guard, like we said, with seeing the mask. It's a curiosity of, like, am I tripping? Maybe I'm so deep into it and they're not, because I feel like, you may not be showing it as much, Power too, but I do not believe it's on purpose. I just feel like you're just so hurt and guarded. You just want to make sure. And I feel like right now your person is definitely like searching for answers. But you see these beautiful flowers. It's like this love for you, and you see how the face is all out. Okay, I definitely pay attention to the pictures with a lot of masks and covering of the face. This face is completely out. It's like this beautiful porcelain kind of face, and then you have these beautiful bold flowers. Your person knows what it is, pal. Too. They know they have their love. They are in love with you. It's not blossoming. It is fully blossomed. This is intense love for you. And then look at this, Power 2. You're not running away from your person. You are not running away from your person, Power 2. You have she who battles. Oh my goodness, I do not want to butcher this name, but Abanolaka. Okay. Don't make fun of me. Don't judge me, y'all. This card is so freaking beautiful. Justice, fierce commitment. Can you look out how beautiful her skin is? And then the brightness of that white dress, that innocence, that purity. Your person, again, with the purity, right? Pure 24 karat gold. Pure with the whiteness of the dress. Your person, Pal 2, has deep love. Their love for you is pure. You can trust it, Pal 2. And they are ready to go to war, to battle for you. Their love for you is fierce. They are protective of you. They are not letting anyone come in and take their place. They are committed. They are committed to showing you how much they love you, as well as being committed to this connection. Okay? You have Therese, she who is present now, awareness, acceptance. And it's in the reverse. And I feel like this is not your person. I feel like this is your person's heart, how they feel like you are towards them. Because upright, you know what it gives me? Like Snow Queen kind of vibe. Like you're cold towards them, Power 2. Okay? That you are not accepting their love, Power 2. That you're not aware as they are about the deepness of this connection. And me and you both know you're not. But you still have deep love, but we know you're not fully aware or accepting of this love, because You're hurt. You've been hurt. Your guards are way up. And this probably scares them. It scares them. I really think your person is so scared that you don't love them to the depths of how they love you. And because you probably have a problem, because again, we're going back to that card from the beginning. She really had a problem expressing her feelings. Now, hers dealt with molestation, okay? And I hope none of you all have experienced that. And if you did, I am so sorry that you all have experienced that pain. And that kind of pain will definitely make it hard for you to trust. For someone to take such a sacred, precious gift from you against your accord, that would definitely make it hard for you to trust. I don't think you mean to be cold, pal, too. I definitely don't, because I definitely feel like you are feeling for your person like they're feeling for you. You just are scared to let them fully in. And then you have Kamala. She who emerges, enlightenment, mindfulness, rise up. That's in the reverse. Okay? And I feel like, again, this is your person's fear. Your person's fear that you all will not be able to get past this stage you're in. That you all will not be able to rise up from this moment, okay? They're scared that something will not be able to blossom, because you see it's like this is like the only plant, and look at that color. And I think it's like a pink, like a cherry pink. And you know, pink is with rose quartz, healing. And I feel like this is your person's fear, that they will not be able to heal your heart, that you all won't be able to get past, you won't be able to rise out of the water, the depths of the emotions, and heal this connection. But this is really some beautiful energy for both of you all. So now we're going to transition into what do you need to work on to heal this connection, and what can they, or what do they need to work on to heal this connection. Okay, Pastor. So this is pretty much what I expected of what you need to work on to heal this connection. Again, I can't say it too many more times. This is definitely a spiritual divine counterpart, okay? You see like the hand, it's like getting close. It's like this magnetic kind of thing. You have the birds flying around. This is definitely a spiritual connection, because like I say, you see the magnetic kind of force field coming between their hands, almost touching. Okay, then you have the birds around. Anytime I see birds are highly spiritual animals. So your connection is definitely highly protected by the spiritual realm, okay? And it's saying acceptance. You know, Power 2, it's like you're so worried, and I feel like your spiritual team is saying you need to accept this love. Accept this love that your divine counterpart is wanting to give to you. This is your divine counterpart. This is your equal. It's okay to love, okay? And then you have surrender. Again, surrender to this, Power 2. It's like, I understand you've been hurt in the past, and I feel like a part of you wants to surrender, because if you look at their face, it really looks like they're kind of sorry, it's like blurry, but it's like a kind of serene peace, you know? And I feel like you want to, but you see how the hand is kind of under the I don't know what this is, like the cover up. You see how the hand is under it while they're trying to touch it, you know? And I feel like this goes back to your card of I think it was paradisical or paradise, something like that, with how it's like maybe you feel like this is too good to be true. That's why you're not even fully touching it with your hand. It's like, this is too good to be true. It's still being guarded. And I feel like they're saying, take your hand out of that cover up and fully surrender to this connection. You have creation. I feel like right now, Pile 2, you have your back to your person. You are kind of coming across as cold, but the whole time you are definitely missing them and having this deep love for them as they are with you, because as you see, this woman is looking ahead in the face of the man is in the sky. So I feel like even if you all are not together right now, that you are definitely thinking about your person. They are definitely your light, your beacon, because you see how it's like this bright whiteness. I definitely feel like they are your light, your beacon of hope. Okay, it may be a marriage coming too, because I see the paper right here, creation. You know, maybe your person's really like, okay, I'm going to show them the best way I can by having the most high spiritual connection you can have, which is marriage. But I really think it's time to create memories with this person. It's time to create a life with this person again. So maybe this is a marriage to really start your life together in this committed connection. And then you have the masculine in the reverse. So I definitely feel for my divine feminines watching this. You know, you're definitely shutting this person out, and your spiritual team is saying stop shutting. This is your divine masculine. Okay, and for my fellas, again, this just change the energy from divine masculine to your divine feminine, whichever way you see fit. But this is definitely your counterpart that you, and then again, you see the lights. This is, I can't stress enough how much of a highly spiritual connection this is. The lights over top of his head. So it's like, stop denying it. Accept, surrender, create. You know, and maybe you all are meant to create stuff together. Maybe that's a part of your higher purpose, especially you all being this spiritual, such spiritual beings. Maybe your higher purpose is collectively working together to perform spiritual tasks. And like I said, I got the feeling of tarot reader, maybe healers. It's a lot of light, you know, so maybe light workers, healers. I'm definitely getting that energy. So let's see what your person needs to do to work on healing this connection. So, positive, what does your person need to do in order to heal this connection? Starting off, we have abundance. So your person definitely, this red lets me know it's so much passion here. Your person, I think what they need to do is continue giving you abundance of love. Continue reassuring you that with them it's safe. It's okay to love. Okay, because abundance doesn't always mean financial. It can be abundance with love. And I feel like that's what your spiritual team is telling your person. Okay. Just continue to be a very abundant, loving, patient person while you heal. Okay. And then we have darkness, and you kind of see like the bunny, like kind of watching, looking ahead. I think, and when I think of a bunny, I think of, again, with the passion, because you know, with the maiden. But I also think of the speed, you know, it's like bunnies are fast bouncing. And I feel like right now, your person is just so set to move forward. It's like so much energy. Like they're over there just want to bounce, just bounce into the future. And I think your spiritual team is saying this is a time of solitude. You know, it's a purpose for this time. It's a reason for you all to experience this in order to get that bliss. For them to just slow down and know that this darkness is just temporary, but it's needed. You know, it's, again, what we always don't like to hear is divine timing. But I definitely feel it's like they just need to slow down, be patient, very loving, and know that even though it's a little dark right now, with the patience and love that they will be able to get out of this dark period, you know, because then we see the water. Again, it's a lot of deep emotions, especially with you, Power 2. It's deep love on both ends, but I feel like it's a lot of emotional healing that need to be done on your side. Then you have will, but it's in the reverse, okay? And I feel like, again, your person is being spiritually guided. They're getting downloads, okay? The light, you see how like the light is in the hand? It's the light going on to show them, like, they're just showing all the different stages of the moon. So I feel like right now, their spiritual team is saying, I said different stages, different phases of the moon. So I feel like y'all spiritual team is telling them it's a reason. Again, it's everything happens for a reason. It's divine timing. Do not lose, for it being in the reverse, do not lose the will to, go through it. Do not feel like all hope is lost, okay? It's again a divine time. It's all about patience and understanding. And then you have gratitude in the reverse. Okay, so like I said, when I see this, I see like an older hand with a younger hand, and I'm seeing somebody look in the distance. I really think you or your person has a connection with a grandmother. A grandmother presence is very strong. A grandmother presence is helping with leading this connection to reconciliation. And with this gratitude in the reverse, and then under the darkness, I feel like your person is getting really frustrated, okay? With why am I going through all this? Why do I have to go through all these phases? Why do I have to be in this darkness? I mean, I have all this love. I just want to hop, 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 hop. I just want to jump into the future. And I feel like right now, this a spirit is really saying it's a time, it's a place for everything. Appreciate this moment, because again, the darkness, the separations, the hurdles is what helps ground the connection and what helps make the love deeper. But I'm definitely feeling a sense of, a grandmother presence with this hand, and then with it looks like the woman looking in the background at the connection. And then you have change in the reverse, okay? And I feel like this again is your person feeling like change is not gonna come. Because I feel like this person is in darkness right now. Because it's like they have this deep pool of love for you. And it's like Spirit is saying again, this it's for a higher purpose. I definitely feel like y'all have a higher purpose and mission that y'all supposed to do. And I feel like Spirit's saying it's a reason that you are going through this darkness, okay? Do not have this defeatist energy of change, because you see it's like the thunder and lightning. So y'all are going through this rocky road right now, but change is definitely coming, Do not lose like willpower. Do not lose hope. So I think right now, Power 2 is like you and your person has different things you have to work on. Open yourself up, expressing yourself more. And I feel like your person has to work on showing a little bit of more patience, not feeling so defeated, understanding that this is going to be a process. But y'all are definitely a spiritual divine counterpart. So, Power 2, I hope this reading brought you clarity and some peace. I thank you so much. Bye. Hello, Pile 3. Today, as I explained in the intro, we are doing a you versus them. You versus your person. We're gonna start off by using my classic movie love oracles to kind of get a vibe, the energy of how you're feeling towards your person and vice versa. And then we're going to transition into your head space, their head space, your heart space, their heart space, and what do you all need to work on to improve, heal, reconcile this connection. So let's start off with your energy. Again, in this is energies. if you feel more drawn or can relate to what I'm stating is the your person's energy, definitely feel free to change it as you see fit. Again, we do energy, so it's not necessarily masculine means male or feminine means female. I might slip up and say he or she, but again, I'm apologizing ahead of time. Take it as it resonates. So let's get into this pile three. Starting off, and I have a feeling, looking at these cards, the vibe I'm getting, you might have been drawn to pile two. If so, I would definitely check it out. But I'm starting off. We have Patch Adams, okay? This says, I love you without knowing how, why, or even from where, okay? So, what this lets me know, when I'm thinking, looking at your person's energy, you may be the closed off one. You may be the one that's a little guarded with your heart. She was very guarded with her heart. Patch Adams was very patient, loving, kind, and really worked through all that. So that may be the energy that your person is trying to build your trust. We're going to see maybe they did something in the past, but we'll see as we continue with this reading. But just off the bat, saying this, I'm definitely getting the energy that you may be guarded when it comes to this connection. I don't know if it's because of something your person did, or it's just maybe childhood drama, or just, failed relationships that really just have you guarded. Now, this is one of my favorite, and the reason I love this so much is because it was so scandalous, in the 1800s with, what is it? What's the proper term? Adultery. It was so risque for that time period, and I love it. And I love me some Vivian Lee. She is one of my favorite classic Hollywood starlets. My top one is Audrey Hepburn, but we're gonna get back into the reading. So it may be some third party situation going on. Maybe your person is in a new connection. It could be that you're in a new connection. It could be that you all started that way, because that's how their connection started off. She was in another marriage. He was in another marriage. They started around cheating, and then they end up leaving there. She left her husband, he left his wife, and they got together. So it may be some third party situation going on, okay? Or it may have started that way. Again, I'm getting the sense of a denial in this connection, because he, being such a traditional person, I don't think he really wanted to break his marriage. He didn't want to disrespect, because she was with, I want to say, some type of duke or some person of high importance, and he was of high importance, high ranking in the military. And I feel like he didn't want to disrespect the duke, and he didn't want to disrespect his marriage, but the passion and chemistry between them was so strong, he just eventually caved in. And another fun fact, they were actually married in real life. So you definitely see that chemistry between them on film. So that's what I'm picking up with your kind of energy towards your person right now. Okay, so now we're going to see the energy of your person towards you in this connection. Okay. So your person got Jane Eyre, okay? So this may be a twin flame soulmate connection. We have the quote, I offer you my hand, my heart chain. I ask you to pass through life at my side. You are my equal in my likeness. Will you marry me? So, for some, you all may already be married. For others, I feel like your person is contemplating marriage. They're contemplating taking this to the next level. The reason why I said that I think this may be a divine connection, the twin flame soulmate, is because they were each other's counterpart. He had like a hard, cold exterior. So maybe that is your person. And Jane, most people were intimidated by that. Jane wasn't. But Jane had kindness and patience towards her divine masculine. But again, and so that's what I'm saying. Maybe your divine masculine messed up. That's what I'm seeing, the patch Adams, and maybe that's why your trust is short right now. She got to a point she was tired of his hot and cold energy. And so she had to separate herself from the situation. But their connection was so strong when his estate got caught on fire. He telepathically called her and she knew to come back to him. Sorry about that, guys. But, looking at this card and now looking back at this card, I think it's been, and let me try to focus this. Oh, it won't focus. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, yeah. So I think it's definitely some problems in this connection, and maybe interferences, obstacles, because I had to get my light together. I'm having like interferences when I'm trying to do this reading. But yeah, looking at this card and now with this card and this line, even though this line when she said about they told us of your victories but not of the price you paid, was speaking of when she first saw him, when he got his injuries from battle. And that's what I'm feeling with this connection. It's been a lot of injuries from battle, and I feel like it is maybe the destructive nature of the person you're looking for. And maybe that has you guarded at this time. But, I don't think your person means to come across destructive. I just feel like that's a hard exterior to protect their heart. Okay? Because, like I said, he loved Jane immensely. Okay? And he loved her patience, her compassion, and she was like his light in the darkness because he had a whole lot of stuff. And then again, he had the secret of being married to someone. I think she went mad and he had her like in some kind of like imprisonment. So I'm definitely picking up the energy that it may be third party situation with a person, because I know third party can be work. But I'm really strongly picking up third party situation with a person. But like I said, your person has deep love for you. Tea Cake and this is their eyes were watching God. Tea Cake had deep, deep love for Janie. Okay, the quote is, "I was fumbling around in the dark and God opened the door and there you was." So Janie had failed relationships in the past, and that's why I was picking up that energy too, that you may also be guarded because it's like you didn't been through heartbreak with failed relationships. She had failed marriages. And yeah, I really think that your person really fucked up, because when I think of their initial coming together, she didn't trust Tea Cake. Okay, she thought he was like, especially because it was a difference in age. So you may be older than your person, or your person may be older than you. Just take it as it resonates. But when Tea Cake approached her. She was just getting over the death of her last failed relationship, her last failed marriage. And Tea Cake was younger, good looking guy. And she just took it as a smooth talker. Like, she didn't think his feelings towards her was genuine. She didn't seem she didn't sing. Look, y'all, we talk about sword nail Hurston. I'm about to start doing my old Negro dialect. But, yeah. They have her and the different residents have saw with another resident how she fell in love with a younger man, and he ended up taking all her money and she came back like that. So, she really wasn't biting at first. And I feel like as it relates to your person, I feel like, you might have your guards up. Yes, one, because of failed relationships, but maybe two, because it's like they done fucked up. And maybe your person has a way of being like this smooth talker, very attractive guy, very smooth with tempting you and usually convincing you to give him his way. And I think, you're in the energy of being guarded. Like, I've been there, done that. I don't have time for that energy. So, this is very interesting vibes that we're picking up. So let's progress and see where this takes us. So we're going to get into your headspace. Okay, pal 3. So we're about to get into your current headspace. Now, as we proceed with these cards, full warning, I might butcher these names, okay? I truly apologize. Please don't be too harsh on me with it, okay? But let's get into your headspace. Overall, the energy that I'm picking up, pile 3, is I think right now a pause is needed on this connection, and I feel like too much time is being invested in your person or worrying about this connection. And I think that your spiritual team wants you to take a pause, because I feel like they want you to focus your time and energy on your own soul's purpose. This relationship is one aspect of it, because I definitely think that this could be a divine counterpart, a twin flame soulmate, and we'll see again as the cards progress. But I think the message that's ringing really clear is your spiritual team saying, you're not really listening to your downloads, your messages, and you're being too caught up in this connection and being so, I want to say stubborn, headstrong, not really trying to let go of the past. But before I just ramble on, let me show you the cards and tell you and explain what I'm talking about. So starting off, you have, I believe, Orinda, and it says, honor your mystical creative force, okay? But this is in the reverse, but I'm going to keep it up as I explain it. So, this card is supposed to be a representation. To me, it's like a kind of darker representation, but, a similar representation of the Empress in the Tarot deck, okay? It's supposed to represent fertility, new life, growth, okay? And they kind of went like a dark Adam and Eve kind of way, because I think they said they wanted to represent like Eve in the garden. And you see the snake, it looks like the ponytail is actually like the snake. And what I think I'm picking up with this, the snake tempted Eve and she actually consumed an apple, and that's how they got kicked out of the garden. And for this being the reverse, I feel like, you're guarded. It's like you're kind of hip to your person's kind of and then a snake is very charming because that's what they say. I think if you look into their eyes, that's the trance how, and that's how they get their prey as well. They kind of like slow, and it's like this whole nice little seduction. That's why snakes are really associated a lot with seduction. And I think, pile three, you're not really gonna, fall for the games anymore. You're like a whole different type of energy. And then it's like this blood dripping. So it's like, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm looking at the card with more details because I like to really see the pictures. It's kind of giving me like the thorns. Like it's making me think of the crown around Jesus Christ's head. So you know what? I think your person to put you through a lot of shit, and I know that's all y'all don't judge me because I'm saying Jesus and I'm cursing, but like I said in the description, I'm a very old soul, and like my readings, I think I done lived plenty of life. So old people, they just don't care. It's like it is what it is. They're gonna say what's out of their mouth, and that's kind of me. But yeah, this is giving me when Jesus Christ had the thorns around his head. So what this is making me think of, your person and your patience, because we have that Jane Eyre card. I think your person has put you through the ringer, and it's kind of been embarrassment, maybe to family, friends, close loved ones, like a ridicule. Like, I know you're not back to with that person. I know you're not going back to them. And that's why you might be guarded, because that's definitely energy. Because when I think of the crown, that's when they ridicule him and mocked him and said, "Oh, the King of Jews," and they put that crown of thorns so deep in onto his head that it bled. And I think that's kind of like, and I'm not comparing because none of us could be on Jesus Christ level. So I'm definitely not saying that. I'm saying it's giving me that you have probably got ridiculed, humiliated a lot for being so patient and so understanding and loving of your person. So with the Empress in reverse, this definitely speaks of lack of growth, insecurities, being a little overbearing, okay? So I definitely feel like maybe one, you might think, okay, this relationship it's not growing, it's not going anywhere. Okay, and yeah, this is definitely a damn twin flame soulmate connection because I'm seeing 1111 on the clock. So this is definitely a divine counterpart. But I feel like, again, and then in the reverse, sometimes it says that you're so worried about pleasing someone else, keeping someone else happy, you sacrificing yourself. And that's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting with these cards, pile three. I feel like you have probably sacrificed a lot for your person. Really like devoted a lot of yourself to your person, and you're still devoting too much time and energy. And I think that's what your spiritual team is saying. This is your time to focus on yourself. Okay. We have phenomenon, and this said be still and listen to the spirits. Okay. So, and this was in the reverse. Okay. So you're definitely not listening to your spiritual team, okay? You see how it's like the cover over the face, and then it looks like, it's like a little eye, like a little light coming in. Okay, so maybe this could be representation of the third eye. You all might have spiritual, intuitive gifts, maybe tarot oracle readers, different spiritual gifts, And I'm sorry as I pause because, like I said, I'm looking at the pictures. And I see like, yeah, y'all are definitely giving me psychic vibes because I'm seeing like the light kind of glowing from the hands. And maybe that is the thing, Power 3. Maybe right now your spiritual team wants you to work on, because you see how it's like a faint light and it's kind of coming from the clouds to the hands or to the hands up to the clouds, but it's faint. I don't know if y'all can really see this with my light, but maybe, I think your spiritual team wants you to work on developing those skills, your psychic skills, work on strengthening your third eye. It kind of look like a tree. So I feel like Power 3, you're very wise, you're a very grounded person because it looks like a tree is kind of coming from the top of the scalp. Okay. And I'm seeing like the flowers. They look like they blossoming, and it's all this darkness, but it's like this illumination around this figure. So yeah, with this Power 3, I really think your spiritual team is saying, hey, you really need to take a break from investing so much time and energy. If you all are separated, because I'm in my neighborhood fire alarm is going off, and it sounds like what is it? What was those air raids? So this is a message that y'all definitely need to hear right now. I think this is a message that your spiritual team really is trying to get to you. So I definitely feel like this is saying they really want you to tune into developing, or if you already know about your psychic abilities or spiritual gifts, strengthen them even more. Okay. And then oh my goodness, let me see what this. Is this supposed to be au revoir? But it's not. It's like an N in it. I don't know. I'm thinking over. I'm getting like au revoir because it's saying make peace with your past. So if I'm not saying it correctly, I do apologize. But this was in the reverse as well. So what this lets me know, Power 3, is you're really hurting on. You're really hurting on. You're really holding on to the past surrounding this connection. And I'm looking into the card. It looks like it's like in a jar. It's just kind of some type of wine, some type of liquid. You know what it's kind of giving me the thing with the stomach? It's kind of making me think of like acid reflux. Maybe y'all have a problem with the mouth. Because acid reflux is like usually when you're stuff in your stomach, I think it messes up the lining and it goes back up to your chest, and it's like a burning chest feeling. And I don't know, I'm just gonna maybe, and then with this saying, be still, I feel like, and looking at the ladies, the divine feminines, but again, it could be from my divine masculine. I think, Pal 3, you have a problem with wanting to be in control of situations, and sometimes, you have word vomit. Like, you could come across like real harsh. Again, I'm looking at the card, so I'm just trying to get the energies, and I'm seeing like the reds. And red is passion, red is rage. I definitely feel like in your head space you are very passionate about this connection, but overall too, Power 3, you are like a firecracker, very strong will kind of person. You might suffer with some type of stomach problems because again, this looks like in the stomach area, and then it looks like it's like in the bottle, like going back up to, I guess, back up to the chest. And then again, we see the branches. So, I feel like you all are a very grounded, stable group. It may also, excuse me, be earth signs. But I definitely think your spiritual team is really stating, they want you to kind of let go of this for right now. If you are in separation, I think it's for a higher purpose. They want you all, especially if you all are divine counterparts. It's always a chance to get back with your divine counterpart. These separations are usually for a higher purpose. Usually, it could be for you to be more tuned into your soul's purpose, and two, it may be because one or both of you all do not understand the magnitude of the connection, and they have to separate for you both to work on shadow work separately to really understand this connection before you all get back together. And then the last card, we have Maximus. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? So again, this talks about, Pile 3, I feel like you all are the one that spreads yourself too thin. I think you put a lot of people before yourself. It's that's a compassionate, generous thing. But when you constantly do that, okay, you break your body down. You need food, you need substance to survive, right? Even though you need water as well, because our body, what is it, like 90% of water? But you need substance yourself. So if you're not properly feeding yourself, this may also be like an underlying message that maybe you're not properly feeding yourself, you're not properly giving yourself that rest, recharging. Because I feel like you all are constantly thinking about everybody else except for yourselves. Okay? And then I'm also noticing these light bulbs, you kind of see like how this is off and this one is on. So again, I feel like this could be like a light bulb moment. I feel like, and when I say a light bulb moment, it's not for you. To me personally, it's not about you realizing the magnitude of this connection. I think this is your spiritual team wanting you to have a light bulb moment to know and realize what you need to be working on right now. You need to be giving yourself more self-love, self-care, focusing on your higher soul purpose. So now we're going to get into your person's headspace towards you. Okay, Pile 3. So let's get into your person's headspace. Y'all are definitely divine counterparts. I definitely feel like this is a twin flame soulmate connection because y'all are kind of mirroring each other, and it's you both are guarded. That's what I'm picking up. You both are guarded, and like I see with this, all of these, none of the face are shown. I'm bringing up to you the camera so you all can see, but I also see in your previous pictures, none of the face were fully shown. Okay, so I feel like both you and your person is very guarded, wearing a mask, not really truly having those deep conversations, deeply expressing yourselves, and really letting the other one know how you all are feeling about each other. And I'm kind of feeling like tongue tied. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe you and or your person is nervous and don't quite know what to say, how to start that conversation. Yes, I'm channeling Drake with Rihanna. I don't know how to talk to you. I don't know how to ask if you're okay. And that song is also in my separation vibes. But yeah, I'm definitely channeling that song. I feel like that's both of you all at this time. But let's get into the cards. We have Mosaic in the reverse. This says, let chance play its creative role in your life. And when I think of mosaic, I think of like art. And mosaic pieces are basically different broken pieces, but they are put together to create a whole new beautiful piece. And I feel like Pile 3, your person is broken. Okay? And you, again, especially with their energy, with this Jane Eyre, they are very broken and guarded, and you help them put together the pieces in their life. Okay? But they're not trusting it. They're not really fully embracing it because, as you can see, it looks like she's like kind of enwebbed in these different. What are those kind of? What are those things? Oh, it's not confetti. It's the other ones. I can't think of the name right now. But she's kind of entangled in that. It's kind of wrapped around. No, it's like her face. It's like yes, yes. I get it. Okay, I thought that was a wrap. This is a mass falling into pieces, right? Your person needs to work on, because it's in a reverse, your person needs to work on letting this mask, letting this hard exterior of I don't care. I'm not really invested. I'm just this cold, I want to be by myself kind of person. Let that illusion break off. Okay? But again, I'm also taking it too as you help put the pieces together of their broken, shattered life. Okay? But I think with it being in the reverse, it's not them doubting it. It's not saying that you're not doing it. It's just they're so scared. They're so broken. It's hard for them to trust. Okay? And then you have euphoria. Honor yourself. So when I think of euphoria, I kind of think of sensuality. I think your person maybe that is another reason because we said with third party situations. Maybe your person had like maybe a sex addiction or they weren't a person who could truly commit to a monogamous kind of connection. They also might have did a lot of partying because this card talks about treating your body well. So they may done a lot of partying, maybe doing substance. And for it being in the reverse, I feel like they're coming to terms in their head. They're coming to their terms of, I don't want to have multiple partners. I want to let go of these, different addictions that's hurting my body. But again, with this mask on, and maybe too, this is them kind of saying, and in this mask, look, it's snakes. Your card, I'm gonna get that card. Let me get that card. Your card had the snakes. See, I'm telling you, your person definitely was on some sneaky stuff. I think they definitely maybe have cheated or, they self-sabotage. And I don't think they self-sabotage because they didn't have love for you. Okay, because that Jane Eyre and that Zora Hurston definitely lets me know it's deep love. But with this card and the other cards, your person is very broken and scared. Okay, and like I said, wearing a mask, not revealing themselves. But I think your person is slowly coming out of this kind of mindset and embracing some type of maturity. You have Boohoo, one of them. And it says, transform the way you see. Okay? This is in the reverse. So I think they're still struggling. I think they want to make the change, but I think they're struggling with that ego death. A change in their perception. To me, this probably would be like the hangman, seeing things from a different perception. So this is basically like the hangman in reverse. So, I definitely feel like your person is struggling, maybe letting that ego death go of, oh, I'm right. I know everything. It's my way. This is what I'm used to. And I think you are slowly helping them to change that kind of outlook. And then you have serendipity, merge with the flow. Again, like the back towards you. I think your person, and then when I think of flow, I think of feminine energy. I feel like your person has to embrace, because we all, male and female, we all have both a divine masculine side and a divine feminine side. It's just which one are you more in touch with? And I think your person has to work on being more in touch with their feminine side. Feminine side is more with emotions. And I feel like they have to learn how to kind of let go of that control. And remember, I said I think you struggle with that. That's why I'm definitely thinking it's counterparts. Because with this, make peace with your past. And I was saying, with this, it seems like, you can be feisty, speak your mind. And I feel like both of you all kind of want to control stuff, right? You both want to control the narrative. And I think y'all both have to work on, letting go, not always being right. It's definitely giving me I believe Seven of Swords kind of energy. It's just like this competitive, I gotta be right, you're wrong kind of energy. So now we're gonna move into what is your heart space towards your person. Okay, Paul 3, what is your current heart space towards your person? Again, I apologize ahead of time for butchering names. Shyla, she who creates creativity, originality, spontaneity, oh my goodness, spontaneity. Okay, in the reverse. I swear, I feel like this is like the energy. It's like I'm kind of feeling like a little nervous, on edge, and maybe you and or your person is kind of intimidating, or it's like, maybe it's like giving me the energy of, damn, I want this to work out so bad, but it's like, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. So this is in the reverse. Again, Power 3, I definitely feel like your spiritual team is like screaming, this is time, and you all may be fellow artists like me. And because I'm kind of seeing like it kind of looks like I don't want to say war paint, because it's pretty makeup on there. So it's like this pretty makeup, but it's kind of like, to me, and I don't want to say war paint. It's like different, unique. Yeah, different, unique. Power 3, you stand out. You are very creative, unique people. And I think maybe you have a problem with embracing that uniqueness. And I think your spiritual team is saying they may be sending you creative downloads, and you're not really like focusing your time, because maybe you're so consumed, because I'm seeing Hannah, she who listens, understanding, witness, and compassion. And you also had your other card about how can you feed others when your own table is empty. So I feel like Power 3, and then we have the other card that is supposed to be like a representation of the Empress in the reverse. I just feel like Power 3, you're really doubting yourself. I don't know if it's this connection that kind of has you in this energy of doubting your dopeness, because I'm telling you, Power 3, you all are dope. You all are meant to stand out. You all are meant to. This is kind of, what this is giving me? This is giving me Queen of Wands energy. So it's in a reverse. But this is definitely, because Queen of Wands is beautiful. She marches to the beat of her own drum. She's very creative. She's very passionate. She's very loving. And I feel like that's what you all. And again, this is energy. So even my masculine is watching this. You're a very creative, kind of go to the beat person. I feel like sometimes you kind of are hard and critical on yourself. Like, damn, I don't want to stand out. I just want to blend in. And you're not meant to be, because I really feel, Power 3, you are very spiritual. You were sent here for a greater purpose that you may not even be aware of right now. But like I said with Hannah, you definitely have been loving and compassionate towards your person. Very understanding towards your person. And see how she's kind of touching her heart ever so lightly. That's you. And look at this. She's well dressed. Like, y'all are some fly, like I said, y'all are some fly people. Y'all are unique as well as fly, okay? And then you have Zenith, she who prepares, formulates, strategizes, devises, but it's in a reverse. And that's what I said, because remember when we talk about with war and that line, they told us of your victories, but not of the price you paid. And I feel like you'd have been the war for your person. And I think for this being in the reverse, I think you kind of like, it's even worth it anymore. It's like, I don't know what else I can do to prove my love, to prove my loyalty. I feel like this is like a defeatist kind of attitude. Like, I just don't know what else I can do. You know what? It's giving, I think some fellow Virgos. Hello, fellow Virgos. This is definitely giving me like fellow Virgos, like, because we are very analytical. We would definitely, especially with a person we love, we would definitely like overanalyze, try to see it from so many perspectives, and really try to figure this out. And I feel like this is like, that's how we Virgos are. Like, after we didn't try to strategize as much as possible, play it out so many different ways, we get to a point like it's nothing else we can do with that situation. And I feel like that's the energy I'm getting from that. And we also have she who remains, Manatelli, powerful devotion, true worth, but it's in a reverse. I'm telling you, Pile 3, y'all are some bosses. Look at all three of these cards. She's well dressed. She's like unique. You know, it's kind of giving me like Alice in Wonderland vibes, Bessie Johnson vibes, far as being like unique, different. And then look at her sitting up on her throne. Sitting up on her throne. Look how beautiful her skin is, the glow, everything. This is what you are. Pile 3, this is who you are. And I feel like maybe this connection, because this person's hot and cold energy, you know, maybe the struggles, the pains, it's like, I'm getting Joker and Harley Quinn kind of vibe. It's like, I feel like your person probably put you through so many damn obstacles, and it really has you questioning your worth. Okay? It really, because yeah, true worth. It really has you questioning your worth, and you don't know if you can keep being devoted to this person, because it's just like, I feel like Pile 3, in your heart space, you love your person deeply, but you're just getting tired. You're getting frustrated. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into what is your person's heart space when it relates to you and this connection. Pile 3, I'm really thinking y'all were attracted to Pile 2 as well. If you were, definitely check that out. It's similarities, but it's definitely different energies, okay? So, let's get into your person's heart space. Listen, Pile 3, your person is faking, okay? Like I said, I gotta pull out Edward. Your person is faking, okay? And yes, I'm saying they probably did self-sabotage this relationship. And yes, they probably are very cold towards you. But in reality, with their heart space, it's deep love. We have this. I love this card. This card is so beautiful. Again, I apologize for butchering the name. I believe it's Abano Loca. And it says, she who battles, justice, fierce, commitment. I think your person, if you all are in separation, your person is coming back, and I'm hearing guns blazing, even though this is with the sword. They are, and that's how most separations are. It's like you had that separation because one or both of you all are not at that level to really embrace the depth of this connection. And you have to grow. You have to go through that shadow period. You have to go through that hermit mode. You have to go through the hangman to really grasp the depth of this connection. I feel like this and your person in their heart, they are going to fight for this connection. Okay, and I do believe, because with the swords, I definitely believe they are going to speak truth. So if it is any third party situation, if they have been, which we can clearly see, they haven't been fully honest expressing their feelings, they are going to express their feelings towards you, pile 3, because they are very passionate and determined to make this connection work. And then we have Emily, she who questions, curiosity, destiny, search. Okay, so now you see with the heart space, all these faces are shown. The head space is, the faces are covered. The heart space, the faces are shown. Now, with this is a profile, but this is a nice full face. And then what I love about this picture, like I explained when I see it, you have this beautiful porcelain skin. You have these beautiful, bright, big flowers. Your person definitely, it's no question, is in love with you. It's not like a flower blooming. These flowers are fully bloomed and bright against her skin. Okay, and I think what happens with your person in their heart space, they kind of like curious, like, how did I get this kind of connection? Or why are they so patient with me? Because like I said, I'm definitely getting Joker, Harley Quinn. Like, your person probably pushed you through a lot of love obstacles, you know, and that's why we said with the picture, and it's probably been humiliation with close friends and family. And they're just like, wow, they still have this pure love for me. Okay? And I feel like right now they had to go and search within. They had to go through that hermit mode, and they had to go through that darkness. And I think now they are coming to the light, because you see it's like a nice bright picture. They're coming to the light and really fully embracing and understanding the depth of this connection. But they're still fearful. It says, she who doubts in it, fear, wariness, trust. Okay? So, and again, this is definitely giving me like tarot. So I definitely feel like you and your person has psychic abilities. Both are very, very highly intuitive. Because this is giving me like vintage tarot card reader, especially like with that necklace. And it also gives me, your person definitely likes to be in the background and listen. And definitely, I feel like your person keeps tabs on you, pile 3. You know, I feel like they do their research, because this is giving me very like, oh, I'm kind of slyly listening to you. I think your person is a very perceptive, intuitive person, okay? But again, with this message, I think it's still a lot of fear, and maybe the main fear is because of the depth of their feelings, and they're so scared of rejection. They're so scared to fully open up for you to take that love away. And then you have Pearl, she who rises up, empower, uplift, elevate. Look at this. This is beautiful. And a pearl is like rare. And then I believe for a pearl to form, it's like with the sand. So I feel like, you know, your person has been through a lot to develop into this person. And what is this? Is this like a dragon? Or like a phoenix? I can't kind of tell if it's like a phoenix or like a dragon. But I definitely get like the phoenix vibe, like your person rising from the ashes. You know, feeling more strong, kind of letting go of those insecurities. You help uplift them, okay? Your love, your compassion, your outlet helps uplift them, helps elevate them, helps make them feel empowered. Because remember, we had the card with the mosaic. Your person is very broken, and in their heart space, you make them feel a way that no other has made them feel. They feel like they can conquer anything with you. So we're going to end it with saying, what do you need to work on to heal this connection? And what does your person need to work on? Okay, pile 3. So what do you need to work on to heal this connection? Okay. The first thing you have is attraction, super moon. So this card is basically saying what you put out is what you'll receive. And like we saw with you, pile 3, you are having a lot of negative thoughts, and negative thinking is going to attract negative people to you, and especially with your twin flame. When you are in this negative mindset of doubting yourself, doubting your greatness, that's going to push your twin away, or especially when you're in like chaser energy. But when you work on yourself, you give yourself self-love and attention. That's what's going to draw your twin flame back to you. So I think right now, and with all these other cards as I'm going to explain it, I think right now the overall message that your spiritual team is telling you, pile 3, it's time to stop worrying about everyone else, stop spreading yourself so thin, and it's time to embrace yourself, hug yourself, love yourself, okay, and change your way of thinking. Stop, pile 3. You are freaking amazing. You're beautiful. You're compassionate. You're creative. You're a boss. Stop doubting yourself, right? Because when you think negative, you're going to bring negative people in your aura to take. And this, I believe, is supposed to be like a blood kind of moon. You want to bring and attract those like energy vampires, right? The path, you have this in reverse. So again, we had the card about being still, listening to your spiritual team. Your spiritual team is really trying to help you on your spiritual path to go up this ladder, right? To go and explore this new world. And I feel like right now, you're not really embracing that, pile 3. I think you're consumed with other stuff. You're spreading yourself too thin. And your spiritual team is really urging you to embark on that journey. You have nourishment, okay? So again, this is definitely speaking of taking care of yourself, energy, how you replenish yourself, what you give your body and stuff. So I think this is really also talking about taking care of yourself, pile 3. You're so busy worrying about nourishing everybody else, because again, we have that card talking about how can you feed other people when there's no food on your table. You're so busy trying to be there for everyone else, you're neglecting yourself, pile 3. And I feel like this is it's all about me. That's the energy you need to have. It's definitely nothing wrong having a loving, compassionate spirit, but it's okay to put up boundaries and say, no, I need to take care of me. And then you have the void, okay? This, and it's in a reverse. This is the time to really go deep within that shadow work and fix this. This is definitely a time of rest and restoration, okay? You definitely need to rest up, pile 3, especially with your spiritual gifts and embarking on a spiritual journey. That's going to take a lot of energy. But this, to me, is also the void. It's like, yeah, it's a void in your heart right now for your person, but I really think your spiritual team is urging you right now, pile 3, to focus on yourself. So now we're going to see, what does your person need to work on in order to heal this connection. Okay, pile 3. So what does your person need to work on with healing this connection? We have hunger, but in the reverse. And this is the werewolf howling at the moon. And I think that supposed to symbolize getting the members of their pack to come, and I think this is like a fear tactic or a danger tactic. Like when they feel like they're in danger, like they need backup. Okay. So to me, this may be your person. It may also be because we did see about that possible like sexual addiction. This may talk about how your person needs to work on that insatiable hunger. Maybe they have a problem of wanting more, and I think they are slowly working on, not being greedy. And maybe also because, like, I'm thinking of the pack hollering, I said hollering, howling to symbol the pack to come. Maybe your person has a problem with listening or relying on what other people say for direction. And I'm taking like family because I think of the pack with family. Maybe your person is relying heavily on what their family thinks or the advice their family is giving them. And then, like I said, it could be their insatiable hunger for wanting more, never being satisfied. I think that is what this card is referencing with your person. And then you have action in the reverse, and this is such a beautiful card. And I feel like this is your person. It's like I said, I feel like both of you all are like kind of like, oh well, I'm not gonna say nothing till this one says something. And I feel like maybe your spiritual team is saying, hey, you've been the compassionate and loving one. Now it's time for your person to take that action. Stop sitting and waiting for you. It's like, what else do you have to prove? Like, you have been the one that have been fully committed and compassionate and understanding. And then what I also think about when I see this card, it's like, again, this to me is another card that represents the divine feminine, because again, this is like this beautiful blossom kind of like flower, like her dress represents like a flower. It's flow, dance is flow. This is your person really getting into their divine feminine energy. Okay, that's emotions, and it looks like it's like she's letting those emotions free. She's embracing it, and I feel like that's what your person has to let down their guards. Stop being so cold, be more open, have more flow, as well as they need to be the ones to come towards you. One of y'all have to make a move. It's like both of y'all are like, oh, we are not doing anything till this person did it. Till this person comes forward. Then you have wisdom and you have peace in the reverse. And the reason I'm bringing them back up, because again, I definitely feel like both of you all are spiritual. And especially if you twin flame, you both are spiritual beings. And I think right now, in this separation, you both are getting guidance on working on your soul's purpose, soul's journey. Okay? And I feel like your person, this could be, because it's like she's kind of like reaching out. I feel like maybe your person is being, because you see how it's like she's standing on them books and reaching out. I feel it's like your spirit, both of your spiritual team is saying y'all both are focusing so much energy on longing and yearning for the other one. You're not being in touch with your higher purpose, because it's like she's standing on the books instead of reading the books to gain the wisdom. And then here, this peace card is in the reverse. And upright, I feel like this is such a beautiful spiritual card because you have like all the lights around. And that lets me know like this connection is spiritually protected. And then you have the beautiful brightness of the reds and purples, a lot of passion, giving me like heart chakra, like in the back. So I feel like maybe your person is doubting this and they don't have peace right now. They're not trusting for it to be in the reverse. They're not trusting that this connection, because we had them with the warrior card. So maybe they're not fully trusting and grasping and understanding that this connection is protected by the spiritual realm, and it's making them on edge, like they don't have peace because they have such this fear of losing you. And I think right now, you both need this separation to kind of work and develop your spiritual talents. But what I will say, summing up, I definitely feel like someone has to put their guards down. I understand with you, Power 3, that it's like I have done that so many times, but it's just like it's not going to get anywhere if both of you all are guarded. But I think right now y'all need this separation if you are separated or whatever to focus. I think that's the main message that was constantly being pushed throughout the reading of Spirit, saying, hey, yes, 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 like, yeah, this is your divine counterpart, but look, I have a higher purpose for you. I need you to work on that. So I hope this reading was the longest out of all three, but I really hope that you all, had some fun with me, and this reading brought you some clarity, some peace, understanding. Bye, Pal 3. You guys are amazing.